The Black-Eyed Children, unveiling the mystery. In the realm of paranormal phenomena, few have managed to capture the collective imagination quite like the eerie story of the Black-Eyed Children. These mysterious figures, often described as children with unnaturally dark eyes, have become an unsettling and terrifying presence in modern folklore. With their pitch-black eyes, chilling behavior, and mysterious requests for help, the Black-Eyed Children are the stuff of nightmares. But who are they? Where do they come from? And most importantly, why do they knock on doors at night? The tales of the Black-Eyed Children have emerged relatively recently in the world of paranormal lore, gaining traction in the 1990s, particularly through internet forums and personal accounts shared by those who claim to have encountered them. Since then, these sinister children have been featured in numerous paranormal investigations, books, TV shows, and movies. In this exploration, we will delve into the origins, characteristics, and possible explanations behind the Black-Eyed Children. Origins and history. Though accounts of strange children in folklore have existed for centuries, the specific phenomenon of the Black-Eyed Children seems to be a relatively modern development. The first major mention of these entities came in 1996, when a man named Brian Bethel, a journalist from Abilene, Texas, shared his unsettling encounter with what he described as two children who knocked on his car window late at night. According to Bethel's account, the children appeared out of nowhere, seemingly out of place in the middle of a darkened, deserted street. When they approached him, their eyes were completely black, no whites, no irises, just an inky, lifeless void. Bethel's experience is often cited as the origin of the Black-Eyed Children phenomenon. His story, along with a handful of similar reports, quickly circulated online, leading to further claims from people who had experienced similar eerie encounters. The details of these encounters were strikingly consistent. The children, typically between the ages of 6 and 16, would appear unexpectedly at the doorsteps of homes or vehicles, often late at night, and ask for help. They would request to be let inside, claiming they needed assistance or were lost. However, there was always something unsettling about them: their appearance, their behavior, and most notably, their eyes. Physical appearance. The most defining feature of the Black-Eyed Children is, of course, their eyes. Descriptions of these eyes vary slightly depending on the encounter, but the common theme is that they are completely black, no whites, no pupils, just a solid dark void. Witnesses often report an intense feeling of dread when they make eye contact with these children, with some describing an overwhelming sense of evil or malice emanating from them. Aside from their eyes, the children themselves appear to be unremarkable in terms of their physical appearance. They are typically dressed in outdated or nondescript clothing, often described as old-fashioned or unusually plain. Their skin is usually pale, and they have an unnatural stillness or lack of emotion about them. Some reports mention that the children seem to move unnaturally, as if they are floating or gliding rather than walking. Despite their appearance, the children often act in ways that seem innocent or harmless. They may ask to use the phone, request to be let inside, or simply ask for help. However, it is the strange, unsettling aura surrounding them that leads many to feel instinctively that something is wrong. Even those who do not immediately perceive the darkness in their eyes often report feeling an unshakable sense of discomfort or fear when interacting with them. Behavior and patterns of encounter. The behavior of the Black-Eyed Children follows a strikingly consistent pattern. These children typically appear at night, often between the hours of 10 p.m. and 3 a.m. when it is quiet and dark. They will knock on doors, approach cars, or appear on the periphery of a person's property. They may ask to use the phone, ask for a ride, or simply request to be let inside, claiming to be lost or in need of assistance. Witnesses often describe the children as insistent, even demanding, once they make their requests. Despite the seeming normalcy of their pleas, there is something about their behavior that feels unnatural. They may not show emotions typical of children, such as fear or excitement when asking for help. Instead, their demeanor is often flat, cold, and detached. Some reports suggest that the children may attempt to manipulate or coerce the person they are interacting with, such as by saying that they are being followed, or that their parents will be angry if they are not allowed to enter. One of the most notable features of encounters with Black-Eyed Children is the overwhelming sense of dread that witnesses experience. Slow motion for story.